You hit the gym and you feel the burn. Your muscles get stronger. Physical gains, they're obvious. You see them, you can measure them. It's tangible. But the mental side of football, that all-important mental training, for many, it feels different, right? Less solid, like you're working on something that you can't quite see or touch. Now, how do you know it's making a real difference? What if I told you that every time that you properly train your mind, actual physical changes are happening inside your brain? Changes as real and biological as your muscles adapting to exercise. Now, understanding this is the key to unlocking consistent elite performance. And today, we are looking past the mystery and into the real science. So that feeling that mental training isn't quite as concrete as the physical work that you're doing, this is common. You can't directly see a thought getting stronger. But here is the crucial insight from neuroscience. Whilst the experience may actually feel quite abstract, the underlying processes and the resulting changes in your brain, they are absolutely physical. It's not just wishful thinking, it is biology. So what is actually happening in here? First, neural activity patterns. So when you do mental exercises like visualizing a perfect pass or focusing intensely on a technical drill in your mind, specific networks in your brain cells, your neurons, they fire up. Now this isn't vague, it is electrochemical activity. Now we can even observe this with brain scanning technology like fMRI, seeing which brain areas are actually becoming active. So when you're doing visualization, your motor planning areas, they can be active even though you're just sitting still. The neural firing is a physical event. And second, and this is fundamental to all learning, synaptic plasticity. This is your brain physically rewiring itself. Now, when you consistently practice a mental skill, the connections, which are the synapses between the neurons involved, they become stronger and they become more efficient. Now, think of it like specific communication lines in your brain getting an upgrade, so they become faster and more reliable. Now, this is often summed up by the principle, neurons that fire together wire together. Now this isn't just a metaphor, it's a physical rewiring process that's happening in your brain cells, strengthening the precise circuits that you need for those crucial on-pitch decisions and actions. And over time, this leads to structural brain changes. So consistent and effortful mental training will lead to observable changes in grey matter density. So this is where your neuron cell bodies are, and white matter, which is essentially the brain's cabling. And these changes occur in the areas of the brain that are associated with the skills that you're learning. It's your brain physically adapting its structure in response to your training. Now the payoff for all of this unseen work, it's very visible in your performances. So faster decision making, better awareness, improved focus, greater emotional control, more consistent skill execution. These are the direct results of all that real physical changes that are happening inside your brain. Now, knowing this is one thing, but the real game changer is when these mental skills aren't just understood, but they're conditioned until they become your automatic, natural way of thinking and operating. This is where those profound results will happen. And this is also where targeted mental practice, especially through visualization, becomes so powerful, because we know that visualization will drive improvements in the brain very similarly to physical practice, activating many of the same neural circuits. Now, what this means for you is you can effectively outtrain others long after your body is physically spent. So your mind can still be performing mental repetitions, strengthening those neural pathways, making improvements just as physical training does within your brain. You're essentially conditioning your skills when others have to stop. So this core idea, systematic conditioning through guided mental practice, this is the engine behind my football mind gym. Now, once you grasp that your brain is involved in every single action on the pitch, you can see this now as an opportunity to condition almost every facet of your game. Now, we're talking about the mental side, so boosting your confidence, sharpening your focus, improving how you respond to setbacks. Then There's the tactical element, so imagining patterns of play so that they're second nature, which will enable you to react faster and more efficiently. And of course then, the technical skills, so your passing, your shooting, your one-on-ones, even shot stopping. If your brain is running the show, and it absolutely is, we can help you make it run better. Now, if you want to check out the Football Mind Gym, go to the link in the description below. Now, in my book, Use Your Brain, Raise Your Game, I explore these principles in depth. Now, the top tier players that I work with from the Premier League, the Championship, other leading European leagues, they understand that this isn't about just thinking nice thoughts. We are getting them to actively, systematically reshape their brain. And this is personal for me too, because before I do what I do now with professional football players, I spent over a decade as a covert operative for the National Crime Agency and the Serious Organised Crime Agency. My work then involved operating from secret locations against major international criminal networks. And in those high-stake pressure, high-stake environments, peak mental performance was not just desirable, it was absolutely essential. My mental skills had to be conditioned, those neural pathways absolutely robust, because there was no room for hoping I'd be mentally strong. It was an absolute necessity. Now, the great thing about this kind of brain training is its accessibility. You can use it to prime your brain before training, to get into the zone before a match, or to continue your development and conditioning in your own time, at home, or even when traveling. Any quiet moment where you're not going to be disturbed can be an opportunity to sharpen that mental edge. And within my Football Mind Gym, there are two different styles of session. Now, they're the active sessions, which are more motivational, high energy, demanding your full participation in those visualizations. Then we have the relaxed versions, more chilled, like a guided conditioning meditation, where my voice helps you embed those optimal patterns. Now, both are designed to deliver those tangible results, those real brain changes. So when you think of mental training, move past any idea of it being vague or intangible. See it for what it is: targeted, powerful brain training that builds something real, something that will directly impact upon your performances under pressure. Now, if you're ready to start truly conditioning your brain for peak performance, to make those essential mental skills an automatic part of your armory, I've put a link in the description and the pinned comment below. That link will show you how the Football Mind Gym can guide you in this process. It's a great way to gain that crucial edge. Now, what is the one mental skill that you'd like to condition until it was completely second nature in your game? Let me know in the comments. And if this has given you a new perspective, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more insights designed to help you to use your brain to elevate your game.